So in this video today, we're going to be playing the FIFA 2026 World Cup with the worst national teams in the game. Yes, of course, the actual World Cup groups for 2026 were just revealed, but almost none of the teams you see in these groups will be playing in our tournament today. No England, no France, no Germany, no Spain. Instead, we will have countries like India with legend Sunil Chetri. North Korea and Kim Jong-un will be competing in this competition today. And the country of Cuba, who is the worst national team in FC 26. This is the World Cup if the worst countries in the world qualified. Let's begin. All right, so we'll get things started with Group A. Benin is Team 1. Luxembourg is Team 2, Lebanon Team 3, and Costa Rica Team 4. Costa Rica is the best country in this group. They are ranked 49th in the world. Of course, they have legendary goalkeeper Keylor Navas on their team, but yes, somehow they failed to qualify for the actual World Cup in 2026. Yes, looking at this group, Costa Rica will be the favorite to come out of it. Yeah, Luxembourg is in this group as well. I've always been confused about the country of Luxembourg. It's like they are perfectly placed like in the middle of Western Europe, but I literally don't know anything about the country. They have like the best location ever, and yet I've never heard of like anything good that's come from Luxembourg, or bad, to be honest. They're just like country that is kind of irrelevant. Okay, on to Group B. I'm sorry, I don't know if I've roasted the country of Luxembourg there or what. Let's just continue though. Group B has Iraq, the Dominican Republic, North Korea, and then Nicaragua. To start with Iraq, they're a team that actually could qualify for the 2026 World Cup. As I'm recording this, they still have to play in some playoff games, and they could qualify. The Dominican Republic, a country mainly known for baseball. Shout out my man Jose Ramirez, my favorite baseball player almost ever, and he's from the DR. Yeah, North Korea is in this group. They are, from what I've read about, not a great country. Their residents are basically locked in and can never leave, but they're going to be competing in our tournament today. One of the funny things about North Korea as well is they're actually good at women's football. Their U17 women's national team, I believe, just won the U17 World Cup, which is insane. Okay, on to Group C. Comoros, Oman, Guinea-Bissau, and Bolivia. 4 countries that, to be honest, I don't really know much about any of them. Okay, Group D. Zambia, Northern Ireland, Azerbaijan, and Malaysia. Northern Ireland is a country that I'm gonna be hoping wins this video, obviously, because Patrick Ferry, the legend. We real ones remember Patrick Ferry. Group E. Armenia, Estonia, Uganda, and Syria. Important to note, I've gotten all of these national teams in the game using a national team mod. I'll leave a link in the description. I pay $26 a month for this mod. It's actually a lot of money for an FC mod, but it's really good because it gives us access to all these countries. Okay, Group F. Curacao, Suriname, Vietnam, and Honduras. Curacao is actually a team that has qualified for the World Cup, and they're also in this tournament. Suriname, too, I believe, are a playoff team. Could be in the 2026 World Cup if they win their playoff group. Honduras, man. RIP to Honduras. They lost on the final day of qualifiers to fail to make it to the actual World Cup. RIP if you're from Honduras. I hope you guys do well today. Group G. Burkina Faso, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Jordan. If you guys watched my video I did last year, I created a 120 nation World Cup, and Burkina Faso made it to the Final Four. We'll see if Burkina Faso can actually win it today. They have good players. Tapsoba, the center back from Bayer Leverkusen, I think is the highest rated player from that country. Probably going to be one of the highest rated players in this entire tournament. Group H is wild, man. It has China, Indonesia, Tajikistan, and India. Important to note, I randomized all these groups, and it's really funny that this is Group H. China, Indonesia, and India are 3 of the biggest countries population-wise in the entire world, but they're all horrible at football. China has a population of 1.4 billion people. India has a population of 1.45 billion people. Indonesia's population is only 283 million. And I say only 283 million. That is still so many people. Yeah, it's crazy that all 3 of those countries, so many people live there, and they are just not good footballing countries. Group I has Bahrain as Team 1, Equatorial Guinea, Kazakhstan, and Panama. Panama, of course, have qualified for the World Cup in real life. They have a very tough group. They're going to be with England, Croatia, and Ghana. For me, that is one of the groups of death of the entire tournament. But yeah, they are a bad enough footballing country that they've also made this tournament today, so they're probably going to be one of the favorites to win this one. Group J has Kuwait, Belarus, Thailand, in North Macedonia. Gotta give a big shout out to North Macedonia. The guy who makes my thumbnails is from that country, so I hope they win for him. Group K has Cuba, Kyrgyzstan, New Zealand, and Trinidad and Tobago. As I mentioned, Cuba is the worst country in this entire video. They have the worst rating out of any team in this tournament. New Zealand, they made the World Cup in real life. I believe their World Cup group is Belgium, Egypt, and Iran. Yeah, their World Cup group in this video today is going to be much easier than that. And our last group before we begin this tournament has Madagascar, Haiti, New Caledonia, and Qatar. This might be one of the groups of death of today's video because Haiti and Qatar are two countries that have qualified for the actual World Cup. And New Caledonia as well, I believe, is in a playoff qualifier, and they could also be in it as well. And then, yeah, there's Madagascar in this group, who, to be honest, I really only know from the movie Madagascar. Shout out to the Penguins of Madagascar. They're some of my favorite TV characters of all time.
But who can resist this?
Comment section, boys. Who are you backing? Are any of you as well from one of these countries in today's video? Surely we got a bunch of viewers from all over the world, so comment where you're from, who you're backing. We are about to begin this tournament. Here's how it's going to work. I'm first going to go through and simulate all of the group stage games, which is going to take quite a long time. Let's just show you the first game. It's between Benin and Lebanon, the opening game of our second ever World Cup of Worst Nations. We've done this before. I'll leave that video linked somewhere so you can watch it. All games will be simmed using this quick sim feature right here. Once we get to our final 4 teams of the tournament, we will watch the semifinal and final play out live. First game of our tournament. Benin has won game number 1. Okay, this is going to take a while to sim every single group, so I'm going to do that off camera, but I'll be back for you guys in approximately 2 seconds. Patrick, play a good meme to keep these folks entertained while I simulate.
We are Ohio. In Ohio. Oh, in Ohio.
Okay, we are back. All of the games have been simulated for the group stage. We're going to put the teams into this bracket after it's done and then play out the knockout round. So let's see who made it out. Also important to note that this World Cup format is different. 48 teams means, of course, all of the first place and second place teams will make it through, but also 8 third place teams will make it out. Group A, Luxembourg tops it, man. I don't know. Did I disrespect them at the beginning of the video? I don't think I did, but either way, they showed out. They go through with a 9. Costa Rica. Costa Rica was the highest ranked team in that group, and they're not out yet. 4 points means they still could go through as the third place team. This man right here, Vandro Borges Sanchez, is Luxembourg's best goal scorer. Not heard of him, but he's actually a wonder kid. He's got 76 potential, so this is the guy who could lead them to the World Cup final. Okay, Group B. North Korea is actually good. That is hilarious, man. The Dominican Republic go through, and then Nicaragua on third place with 2 points is probably out. I gotta see who North Korea's top goal scorer is. Okay, they have a guy called Kai Tom, and he doesn't have a face, and I'm not even sure that's a real person. All right, I've Googled him. Says he's a real person. He's 24 years old. He's, of course, from North Korea. Plays for a team in North Korea. Yeah, North Koreans basically aren't allowed to leave their country. There was, if you don't remember, there was a really good North Korean wonder kid back in the day. His name was Han Kwang Song. He played for Juventus. He was actually going to be really good, and then I believe the story is they made it illegal for him to play football outside of North Korea. So he now, I hope he's doing well, man. He's 27. He's probably playing in North Korea. North Korea is just a wild country. I've gone down some crazy rabbit holes trying to learn about their country, and it's just insane. Okay, but of course, they are through with the Dominican Republic in Group B. Group C, Comoros top it with 5 points, and then Guinea-Bissau and Oman in second and third. We'll, of course, see after I show you the groups which of the third place teams actually make it out. Group D, Malaysia, Northern Ireland, Azerbaijan. With 4 points, Azerbaijan should probably go through. All right, I gotta check North Korea. Maybe Patrick Ferry is actually on this team. Do you imagine the scenes if they added Patrick Ferry? No, he's not, man. Instead, they have it Jamie Reed with 4 goals. He's their top goal scorer. He plays for Stevenage over in England. Okay, Group D, Armenia is through. Estonia is through. And Uganda will probably be through on 4 points. Group F, Suriname are through. Vietnam through. Curacao 4 points. We'll see. It seems like a lot of teams have 4 points. And then Honduras in 4th place. Yo, I honestly feel bad for Honduras. I had a roommate in college who's from Honduras, and he would always hype them up as a country for football, and they're just not good. I'm sorry. Burkina Faso have topped Group G with Jordan as well. We'll see if Burkina Faso can make another legendary run. Group H, Tajikistan is through. Indonesia is through. India and China are both grouped. I don't understand, man. 2 of the most populated countries in the world can't even make it out of the worst nation World Cup. That is sad. Group I, Kazakhstan and Bahrain are through. Group J, Kuwait with 9 points. Wow. Okay, I didn't know they had good players. North Macedonia is also through. Belarus with 3 points. Group K, Kyrgyzstan is going to be through. New Zealand is going to be through as the second place team. And then our final group, Group L. This is what we call the group of death. Qatar are through top of it. Madagascar are second. Haiti in there with 4 points, 0 goal differential. They'll probably be through as well. In New Caledonia, though, they are gone. All right, 32 teams are now remaining. Let's show you the bracket. And here are the matchups. Of course, you guys are going to have the teams you're rooting for, your countries, if they're so remaining. 3 of the teams that I am pulling for. Burkina Faso. I want to see them have a chance to win this one, as they almost won the last 120-team World Cup that we did. Northern Ireland is my second team I'm backing, of course, because Patrick Berry. Madagascar, 3. I want to see them do well because I love the Penguins of Madagascar and I love the movie Madagascar. New Zealand, team 4. I love New Zealand. One of my favorite countries I've ever been to. It's beautiful. Chris Wood as well. I mean, how could you, it's Chris Wood, right? 5 out of 15. Why not? Luxembourg, man. All right, so once again, I'll show you guys the bracket. We are now going to simulate all of these games live. And then when it gets to the final 4, we will actually play the matches out live. We got a lot of simming to do. Let's go. Oh, top goal scorers as well. Here are the goal scorers. I hardly recognize anyone. Actually, don't recognize anyone on this page. But yeah, a bunch of players with 4 goals. Round of 32, match 1. North Korea versus Jordan. There is the North Korean team. Their highest rated player is a 70 rated center back. And they actually have some player faces. For some reason, this game is being played at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I guess England have decided to host this worst team World Cup. Jordan have taken down North Korea and Kim Jong-un. All right, matchup 2. Comoros versus New Zealand. Come on, I'm pulling from my Kiwis and Chris Wood here. This is the Comoros team. They actually have some high rated players. They have a 77 rated CDM. Comoros have done it. They have taken down New Zealand. Chris Wood is gone. Okay, we have Kazakhstan versus Estonia. Estonia are through. A 1-0 win for them. Yo, 2 of the countries I'm backing, man. Luxembourg versus Madagascar is next. Here's Team Luxembourg, man. They actually have a good squad. Okay, yo. I wasn't familiar with your game, Luxembourg. I'm sorry. A 75 rated goalkeeper. That is probably one of the top rated goalkeepers in the entire tournament, but it doesn't matter. Madagascar have won. All right, Kyrgyzstan versus Benin. This is the Kyrgyzstan starting 11 right here. I have to know. If someone is from Kyrgyzstan, please tell me, because I highly doubt there's anyone watching from Kyrgyzstan. If there is, I'll give you a high five or something. I don't know. Kyrgyzstan win 1-0. Kojo scored a goal. That's a nice name. All right, Suriname versus Indonesia is the next game. Suriname have a very solid all-around team right here. Suriname have won 1-0. Yo, 2 of the other teams I picked, man, are playing. Burkina Faso and Northern Ireland. Yeah, look at that Burkina Faso team. They have some really good players. I feel like they win this easily. I don't think Northern Ireland has a chance here. There it is. Look who scored. It was the center back Top Soba with a winner in the 79th minute. Okay, Armenia versus Guinea-Bissau. Okay, Armenia's team. Oh, of course. I forgot they have Mkhitaryan, man. 83 rated Mkhitaryan. He has to be one of the highest rated players in this tournament. Maybe the highest rated player. And they've done it. Armenia are through. If someone knows who the highest rated player on all of these teams are, I want to know the highest rated player in this entire tournament. Let me know in the comments. Okay, Kuwait versus Uganda is next. This is the Kuwait team right here that got them 9 points in their group. They win 2-0. Kuwait is through to the round of 16. Okay, Malaysia versus Curacao. Who is on Malaysia, man? Okay, this is Malaysia. Very decent. Some of these heads are really funny. Look at Ting, man. His head is like sideways. Malaysia, a 3-0 win. We got 4 games remaining in the round of 32. Tajikistan versus Oman is next. Winner is Tajikistan, 2-1. Next is Qatar versus Belarus. Of course, this Qatar team we know is very decent. They hosted the World Cup in 2022 and have developed players pretty decently. Qatar win 2-1. Yeah, Qatar are probably one of the favorites to win this entire tournament. What a matchup this is, man. The Dominican Republic versus El Salvador. El Salvador win 1-0. And our last game of the round of 32. North Macedonia versus Haiti. North Macedonia have such a strong team as well. A 79 rated keeper. They win 2-1. Haiti is eliminated. Oh, wait, sorry. We have 2 more games to sim. Round of 32, man. So many teams remain. Vietnam versus Costa Rica next. Looks like Costa Rica made it through as the 3rd place team. You're going to simulate here, and Costa Rica are on to the round of 16. Okay, this is it. I promise this is the last round of 32 game. Bahrain versus Azerbaijan. How about done with those pronunciations there? I feel like I've done well. Bro, this entire Bahrain team has like the same hairstyle and the same facial hair. Bahrain are through 2-1. And we are now finished with the round of 32. Here's our updated bracket. Only 16 teams remain in this tournament. We got 2 players tied for the Golden Boot currently. Noor Al-Rawa Bede, 5 goals. He plays for Jordan. I hope I've said that name right. Then this guy from Oman also has 5 goals. Abdullah Fawaz. That name is much easier to pronounce. I'll change the title of this video to American Struggling to Pronounce Names of International Football Players and Countries. I straight into round of 16. Jordan Comoros is game one. Comoros have won. Jordan eliminated Estonia and Madagascar. I'm on Madagascar. Oh, man. Oh, Estonia. They've won 2-0. Look at that name for Madagascar. How do you say that? Randriamanana? Sure, let's go with that. All right, Kyrgyzstan versus Suriname. Suriname, go through 3-1. Burkina Faso, Armenia. And this Burkina Faso team keep their streak alive? Oh, they do. Barely, though. They win on penalties. All right, Kuwait versus Malaysia. Kuwait win 2-0. Tajikistan versus Qatar. Could we see an upset here? There will be no upset. Qatar win 4-2. This is El Salvador versus North Macedonia next. Macedonia win 3-1. This is our last game of the round of 16. Costa Rica versus Bahrain. And Costa Rica are through 2-1. Okay, there it is, boys. 8 teams remaining in this competition. All these teams need to do now is win their next game. They make it to the final 4, and we play out these simulations live. Out of all the teams I've backed, Burkina Faso is the only one remaining. Game 1 of the final 8. Comoros versus Estonia. Our winner is Estonia. They make it to the final 4. Suriname versus Burkina Faso. This is going to be a very difficult game for both teams. I could see either one of these teams winning. Suriname! Oh, man, Burkina Faso are gone. Okay, next matchup is Kuwait versus Qatar. Qatar are going to end up winning this video. I guarantee it. 1-0. They're on to the final 4. North Macedonia versus Costa Rica. The last game of the final 8. And it goes to North Macedonia. So, we have our final 4 teams set. Estonia versus Suriname and Qatar versus North Macedonia. Before we play out these games live and get our winner, we have a new top goal scorer. Okay, let's try to pronounce this name here. He has 6 goals. He plays for Comoros. His name is Maizian Malolida. That's a 10 out of 10 pronunciation there. All right, we got our matchups. Let's play these out. Starting with Estonia versus Suriname. We'll start by showing you Team Estonia on the left. Their highest rated players is their goalkeeper, who's 73. In Team Suriname, they are playing a 5 at the back formation. Here we go, boys. Semifinal 1 is underway. Yo, I gotta applaud the person who made this mod. We have the shirts and everything. Like, look at those Suriname kits, man. Those things are beautiful. And into the second half, we've yet to see a shot in this game. The first shot may end up winning. Here we go. This guy is okay. Estonia is looking promising. They have the ball in the box for maybe the first time this video, and of course they lose it. This one is for sure going to extra time. There's not a chance. We're gonna finish 90 minutes with no shots, man. These teams are really that bad. Number 9, can you win it? Can we get one shot in the 90 minutes? Come on, come on, shine, do something, man. Come on, I want to see one shot. Pen! Yo, there's no way. 90th minute penalty. No shots the entire game. It'll be a penalty to win it in the 90th minute. Here we go. Estonia give it to their number 6 to win and advance to the World Cup final. They've done it. Estonia. Vamos. They are going through. One of the worst games of FC/FIFA that I've ever witnessed in my entire life, but it doesn't matter. You can't write this stuff, man. Great pen as well. Actually, horrible penalty. You shot it right down the middle, but it worked. Before we advance to the next semifinal, I need to see these match facts. Yep, there it is. 1 shot, 1 goal for Estonia. They're through. Into the next semifinal. Here is Team Qatar, a very well-rounded team. A lot of players in the 70s. Macedonia with that 79 rated goalkeeper. That could be a huge advantage for them. Winner plays Estonia. Let's go. Here we go. Semifinal 2. It's underway. Let's go. Okay, this game with these 2 teams is already moving much faster. Quality of players a bit better from these 2 countries, it seems. And yet we are 20 minutes into this game and have still not seen a single shot. North Macedonia with the counter, though. This is the first attack of the entire game. Some fake shots. Those were nice. Here we go. North Macedonia. Cross it. Header. Elmas. Saved, and we have a corner. Elmas, of course, is a player from Napoli. Yeah, he's in the Serie A. Another great shot there from North Macedonia. It's saved. Okay, this game's already had double the shots compared to the first semi. Here's Qatar. They're attacking now. Okay, this game's picked up. Qatar through. What a save. Can we get a replay right there? That 100% should have been a goal, but the 79 rated keeper, we knew he'd make an impact, man. North Macedonia with the high rated keeper will be huge for them. In North Macedonia, last chance of the first half, saved from the Qatar keeper. All right, that is halftime, 0-0. This game's been so much better. We still haven't got a goal yet, though. Into half 2. 60th minute is approaching. We still haven't got a single goal. This is going to be like the first match where whoever scores first might win. Is that going to be a goal? It's another save. North Macedonian keeper has been man of the match so far. Here's North Macedonia. 70th minute. Could this be a goal? They're through. They get a shot and it goes wide. Qatar, he's through. They got to score from this, surely. If they miss, there it is. Junior scores a 79th minute goal. Edmilson Jr. As for my counterattack as well, man, great shot that finally we get a goal. Okay, 1-0, and now North Macedonia have 10 minutes to get an equalizer. Qatar might get a second here. Oh, missed, and then the follow-up is scored. Qatar going to be moving on to the World Cup final. RIP North Macedonia. Look at this shot. First one hit off the post, and then there's a Qatar player there to scoop it up and score. There it is, full time. Qatar will be moving on. And a look at our bracket. The World Cup final is set. It will be Estonia versus Qatar. There it is. World Cup final, Estonia, Qatar. I'm a neutral in this one, boys. I've picked my favorites. None of them made it. So whoever wins, wins. Qatar would be the favorite. They were one of the best teams entering this tournament. Estonia, though, on the other hand, they are the underdog. They are not great. They were one of the worst teams entering this. The Worst Nation World Cup final is underway. And boys, as this beginning of the match plays out, I have something to admit. I've played this final once already, and it reached a penalty shootout. It was tied at 1, but as soon as the penalty shootout started, I looked down and realized I wasn't recording. So we got to do the whole thing over again, and I'm just going to act like that didn't happen. At the very least, like, it's probably good that it was in a penalty shootout and it was tied. It wasn't a blowout or anything, so we're back to where kind of that game was at. It's all level. Estonia are through. This is literally the first chance of the game. 39th minute. We've yet to see a shot. Can they get one here in the middle? God, the keeper. Yeah, we still haven't seen a shot yet. And that is the first half. See if we can get a shot this half. Here we go. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just Estonia's defense. I think Estonia just, yeah, they love to defend, and credit to them. It worked in game 1. Maybe it'll work in game 2, but it does produce very boring games. Here's Qatar. Giant. There we go. They've reached the box for the first time this game and immediately lose it. It is the worst team World Cup after all. If you guys were expecting like 4 or 5 goal thrillers, that's not what's happening. This is the opposite of the 2022 World Cup final between Argentina and France. First goal in this game is probably going to win it as well. That's how all of these matches have gone. Estonia. Oh, Estonia. Nope. What a save. Okay, good pass. Imagine they win on another penalty call. It could happen. Estonia to win. Estonia! They have done it again in the semifinal. They score in the 90th minute. In the final, they score in the 90th minute. 2 shots. 2 shots for Estonia was all it took for them to win the semifinal and the final. This goal right here from a man called Her, you will eat free for every meal the rest of your life in your home country. When the ref blows the whistle, it's over. He's done it. It's over. Yo, Estonia. That is mental, man. There it is. Congrats, Estonia. You've won the World Cup. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I got a ton of World Cup content coming in this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Another World Cup video is right here for you to watch. Click this. We'll see you for the next one.